Okay, this one we took these notes separate in our notebook, right? So I'm not gonna repeat those. What I am gonna give you is the stuff that we need that helps us with this, right? With finding all of our answers. So what you need is that the line of symmetry, x equals h, and the vertex is hk. Right? That's something that we should get pretty easy, because if this is the line of symmetry, this has to go through the vertex, so that means the x value for the vertex has to be h. All right, and we'll kind of talk about that. And then we have to know that if we have a positive a, it opens up, and a negative a is down. What does that mean? If it's pointing up, you have a minimum. If it's pointing down, you have a maximum. That'll help us if you're using the calculator. It'll also help us figure out what we're doing with our range. Our range is always going to be one of two things. So if it's opening up, if it's going up, if we have something like this, here's the vertex. This is from the vertex to infinity, right? And this is the y value. Y value of the vertex. If it's going down, this is the maximum point. So that means it is starting at negative infinity and it is going up to the y value. Right? And this is from the vertex. And when we draw the pictures, you should see it a little bit better. Okay, so that's the notes we need. If I'm looking at this, it's always x minus h. So that means h equals 2. And then k is out here, so k equals 4. So that gives us almost everything, right? My line of symmetry is x equals h. Line of symmetry is x equals 2. This one is negative in front, so that means it's opening down. And again, if it's pointing down, this is a maximum point. So my vertex will be a max. All right, we'll use that when we use the calculator, like on the next one. Okay, what is the vertex? We said the vertex is hk. hk, so it's 2, 4. Right? So then I have my axis of symmetry, or line of symmetry, is at x equals 2. That means right here there is a dotted line that splits it in half. My vertex has to be on that line because that splits it in half. The vertex is the middle, so that's why x is 2 right there. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is my vertex, and I know it's pointing down. The domain is always all real numbers because it's pointing in 2 directions. And my range, so notice this x value always goes with the line of symmetry. My range is going to go, since this is pointing down, it's from negative infinity all the way up to this value right here, y equals 4. Because it's going to start down here and go up. All right, down here is negative infinity. Okay. Unfortunately for the zeros, until we learn how to factor, we cannot factor. We can't get the zeros without using the calculator. Well, you can, but it's a little bit harder. All right, so learn how to use the calculator, don't save, and do a graph. All right, what is my equation? Negative parentheses x minus 2 squared. Now plus 4. Whoops. Plus 4. Okay, so there's my vertex at 2, 4, right? And then if I want my zeros on the calculator, all you have to do is go to the menu. Analyze means to really look at or pay close attention to. So we're going to analyze the graph, 6. And we want the zeros. So hit enter there. Now what I normally do is I go in between the two zeros. I know it's touching the x-axis right there. Click there. Highlight this side. 4, 0. And then go the other way. 0, 0. So that gives me all the points I really want. 0, 0, 4, 0. I know it's going to be pointing down there, pointing down there. And we're kind of done there. All right? That's what we're doing on all of these.